a special game, a unique game, played nowhere else on earth. It is a rare game, but men who play it make it so.
It's week 3 in the league where they play for pay. The National Football League, week 3. And the Mrs. Picks. Hey.
Reflecting toughness, courage, and self-denial. Ready? Grab
Yo,
your guitar, get musicians.
let's talk about it. Make this a little lower.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
The Mrs. Picks are here.
Blustering in from
Last week, we cut right around 500. It wasn't one of my better weeks. Got caught on some games. Did give you the Raiders outright, though, in a major dog win outright when the Raiders beat the Ravens. Gave you that. The week before, we went 6 for 7. And we're going to try to get back on the right side again. Hey, you know me. When the Miz makes his picks, he keeps it real. Pick number 1. Let's go down to Louisiana, to New Orleans for the black and gold Saints, who are 2-0. And 90 points in 2 weeks? What? You say 90 points in 2 weeks? What? Say it again. 90? Around 90 points in 2 weeks for the New Orleans Saints. That offense is back to the old days. Explosion. The Mardi Gras is partying. In come the Philadelphia Eagles off a horrible loss at home in front of their cocky, arrogant crowd in their cocky, arrogant city with their very cocky and arrogant idiot head coach Sirianni, who doesn't know that if he hands the ball to Barkley up the middle, the game is over. So he tries to get cute. Of course, he's got to stick it in there, rub it in people's faces, and he tries to throw it out pass into the flat to Barkley so he can score a touchdown, right? Or 1 minute, Barkley doesn't catch those type of balls sometimes. That was a drop, and Atlanta went right down the field. Bink, 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 boom, touchdown. Atlanta wins. Stole the game in Philly. The Eagles go to New Orleans. The Eagles are plus 2.5. You're getting 2.5 with the Eagles. If you're smart, you buy a point and make it plus 3.5. Play it safe. You're getting the field goal in your pocket. The Philadelphia Eagles are plus 2.5. I'm buying 1.5 and I'm making them plus 4 because I like to play it safe. Take the Eagles with the plus 2.5. I actually think the Eagles are going to win this game outright. To Tennessee we go. The Tennessee Titans are hosting the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are 1-1 off a really nice win with their backup quarterback. And Tennessee's 0-2, but should have won both games. But Levis decided to hand out 2 Christmas gifts, 1 in each game, to hand the games to the other team. Both games were easily won. The Titans were on the verge of blowing the Jets out. The Titans are -3 at home versus the Packers with a backup quarterback, right? Love is out. Give me the Tennessee Titans. Take the Titans -3 to win their first game. Levis has been eaten up and chewed out by his coach. He's played fairly well, but he's made 2 mistakes where he likes to pitch the ball on the hand or throw sideways. You know, ill-advised passes. I mean, in his mind, somebody told him he was Brett Favre. I like the Titans -3. Give me the Tennessee Titans. This could very well be a field goal game. I like the Titans to win this game. Give me the Titans 24-17. Game number 3. We're going to go to Vegas where the Raiders are coming off a monster win in Baltimore. A monster dog pick, which, by the way, the Miz gave you last week. The Raiders were underdog, favored 8.5. I mean, they were underdog 8.5, the Raiders were, in Baltimore. They had no right even being in the game. I told you the Raiders were going to win the game outright. The Raiders won the game outright. The Raiders are coming home. They're -5 at home versus the Carolina Panthers. Here's the bottom line. The Carolina Panthers don't belong in the NFL. They are a disgrace. They're a mess. And the biggest mess in that organization is the owner. It starts at the top. Raiders -5. I think the Raiders blow Carolina out when said and done in this game. Give me the Raiders 30-10 in a blowout. Game number 4 is a big one. A unique game. The Ravens go to Dallas. The Cowboys with a monster win in week 1, but completely got lost in week 2 as the Saints put almost 50 on them in Dallas. Usually happens in Dallas. 2 teams Dallas have struggled against historically, the Saints and Arizona. The Ravens are 0-2. They can't find a W. Unlike Baltimore. Still better than their record. We know that the Ravens are a good team. They lost 3 out of 5 starting O-linemen in the offseason, and I think that's hurt them. It's going to take a little while for this O-line to gel. But I trust in Harbaugh and Lamar. The Ravens are 0-2. Their back is to the wall, and this is a must-win. It's a tough game. The Ravens are -1.5. Why are the Ravens -1.5 in Dallas? I would think this game should be a pick'em, or Dallas should be favored by like 1.5 too. The line's telling you something. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to go with the Ravens. The Ravens are -1.5. This is a must-win for the Ravens, or they go 0-3 and they're in deep shit. Give me the Baltimore Ravens -1.5 to win this game in a close one. I could see this 30-27 Baltimore. Game number 5, my final game for the week. And then I'm going to give you a Monday night special straight-up game. Game number 5. The Giants are +6.5 in the doggy pound. Going down up to Cleveland, Ohio to the dog pound. The Giants are 0-2. They should have won in Washington last week, but they didn't have a kicker. Yeah, they didn't have a kicker. You know, the Giants are inventing ways to lose games now. I think they're on that side of history. They're out to prove to the league that we could lose in many different ways. The Giants are 0-2. The players are bickering. Dable's on the hot seat, and he has no patience anymore for the media in New York. You could see it in his face. Slamming things to the ground. Supposedly there's whispers in the locker room that the players are unhappy. Guys like Hyatt, Simmons. Yo, use Hyatt. You got 2 tight ends. You know what gets me about the Giants? Yo, they drafted this guy Tio. They don't use him. They skipped over Braylon Allen, an absolute savage beast, bull of a running back the Jets got, because the Giants passed up on him for this tight end Tio, who has no part in their offense so far. Nothing. You're going to have to do more than just throw the ball to neighbors. Okay? And you got to get a field goal kicker in the NFL. Field goal kicks are up this year in the first 2 weeks of the NFL. Scores are down. Field goal kicks are up. The league has returned towards the running game. Passing's down. Running is up. We're seeing a little emergence of the old school. You think the Giants will be right in the prime for that. Dable better get his shit together, because I tell you what, this is a must-win for the Giants in Cleveland. If the Giants don't show up and play a hard game and find a way to win this game, they're 0-3. Coming home for Dallas on a Thursday night. Dallas might be off a loss, as I just told you. It would be the end of the Giants season, and it could be the end of this coach. All that being said, it'd be nice if their edges showed up, Kayvon and Brian Burns, and that could be the difference in this game. The line of scrimmage. The Giants' O-line's been playing pretty well. Time for their D-line to show up big time, especially namely the edge guys. Dexter's always showing up. Burns got paid big. Time for you to play, brother. Kayvon, you were drafted a star. Time for you to shine, my man. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta admit, I love Kayvon to death. The day we drafted him, I wanted him way before we drafted him. You're not living up to my expectation right now this year so far. But, it's early. The Miz knows it's early. And unlike a lot of fans, I have not jumped off the train. The New York Giants are going to go to Cleveland. The Giants are 0-2. The Browns are 1-1. The Browns are the stronger team. The Browns have the top 5D. They got some issues with Watson. We're not sure if he's all there anymore. They got a strong running game with Ford. They got a strong O-line. They got a top 5 defense. And Myles Garrett is arguably, if not the best, top 3 or 4 defensive player in the NFL. To me, he's right there around 1 or 2. He could definitely wreck a game. Yeah. Giants are plus 6.5 in Cleveland. It's a very tough spot, and the Giants have not looked good. But this is one of those places where weird things happen in the NFL, like we saw with the Raiders last week. We see it every week. I'm going to take the Giants plus 6.5. Obviously, you wouldn't take the Giants plus 6.5. You'd buy a half a point and make it 7. I'm going to take the Giants plus 6.5. And I really, really want to take the Giants to win the game outright as my dog of the week. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my chance and say the Giants show up for this head coach and save the season. The Giants come out of Cleveland and steal this game 19-16. Those are the Miz's picks for week 3. Enjoy.